run. Oh, shield. Gonna die. Great. Now I can try this way, but is that the pins? Depends on what's looking in this direction. Great. We can't ledge climb, whatever. Is he gonna turn around? Oh, that direction, I guess. Oh, where the other guys went. Oh, great. A couple more goons in this direction.
Here they come.
Oh, come on. I almost had it. I almost got there. She got knocked out. Oh. No, gonna die. Oh, yep, died.
Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back.
Auto saved right here. Hurry up.
Incoming.
Not sealed. Great. Well, at least I finally got here. Let's see, is this locked? Kind of.
Imagine being locked up in a place like this. Just the weight of all that stone and steel. Oh, it's making me sick.
Probably good. Better not to think about it. Great. So I can't go over there. At least through the door. Doesn't look like this room is filled with guards. Hurry. So his back turned. Great. Got a guard right there. And another guard right there. And I guess the exit or whatever is right in that direction. Or I think the console, right? The console's what I'm looking for. But I can't use the console if these guys are just blocking my way. Yep. Sorry. Okay, lucky us. Oh, somebody, at least got someone killed. At least killed an enemy, I mean. Great. More enemies up here.
Troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Yep, I already went right past him. Oh. Great.
お前はもう死んでいる。
Oh wow. I didn't see you. Great. Shield. Can I use while in combat? Dead. Dead.
Easy does it. We've got a fight on our hands.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Wow. So I guess we got people on our side. Might as well fight with them. Wow. I should probably stick with these guys for the moment. So Zora managed to regroup with us. Great. Zora. I mean, they just happened to show up right when I needed them. Iconoclasts. Yep. At least now the numbers are more even this time. Great, so we're the iconoclasts. Guys, where are you? What happened to them? Did they die? Oh, but I think I see one right here. Oh. Oh, that's great. I mean, did they all die? Starting to seem like it. Of course, there's still a room full of guards right here.
NANI?!
Well done. We're still alive.
For the moment, there's still another room full of guards. I'm more curious as to what happened to Zora and the Iconoclasts. And of course, still got drones and guards in here. Yep, got a guard right over there.
Oh!
Go.
That's smart.
Someone's throwing up to shoot that.
Oh!
I'm not gonna take cover. This counts.
Deal with this one. Something else, Captain.
Alright. Recover. Come on, we're almost there, we're almost there. Great, I gotta reload.
Gotta reload. Holding you down.
Pass that armor.
Got him back.
Is he still fighting? He's hitting something. Jeez, they're still fighting. I guess this was the one that almost got away. I guess I'll be taking this then. Still says there's still enemies on. Still enemies here somewhere. Okay, can I still? Okay, I can. And here we go. Enemies right here. Level 28. Yeah, I'm not at the right level for this. Chairman Rockwell.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't you find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
And the convict. The vicar. You know, most people, once they're out of prison, don't seem keen on returning.
Oh, I would go anywhere to see you fall, sir.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
What's this announcement?
Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now. It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick.
Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
I believe we could ask you the same.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
You know, I wouldn't have to if you'd be more cooperative about this. You never thought, honestly, hadn't crossed my mind. I'm just trying to help. You'd prefer to keep riding this downward spiral? I can fix this place. Oh well. I go with this one. You know, I wouldn't have to if you'd be more cooperative about all this.
Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanting dissent. We don't need your help.
Yep, and my dialogue options are limited. Intimidate. I'm going to get your administration's cooperation one way or another. With your resources and some of the folks on the Hope, we could do a lot. Yes, you do. Clearly, you do. This isn't going anywhere, is it? I have rescuing to do. Don't be here when I get back. Leave conversation. Go with this one. Yes, you do. Clearly, you do.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one, Captain. Now, if you don't mind, I have to finish prepping this script.
Do I have to fight the robots? No, they don't seem to care. Let's see, anything I can take from here? No. And of course, terminal. That controls the cameras. And of course, oh, I'm on the other side actually. And I can't tell, nope. Enemies. I can use this. At least it's cool that some of the people that I've at least helped in the past missions at least came to help. But they didn't last that long. Great. So I gotta go over there. How do I get over there? See, I gotta sneak past these guys? Seems like it.
All right, MSI.
Sanjar.
I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there. Fight.
Oh, they can just kill these guys. No problem. Oh, that's something. Oh, wow.
NANI?!
Yeah, let's help some of them. Okay, careful. Oh, great. Just when I got here.
Quietly now.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight! Stay down.
These guys are getting slaughtered. Some of them are. I'm about to reach my 2-hour limit.
Your execution.
Everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I am, I believe I am ready for this.
Okay, well, as much as I want to finish, again, I'm at the 2-hour limit. At least I'm about to reach my 2-hour limit. So, I'll continue this another time.
Later.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've been working with Dr. Wells from the beginning. When we moved to arrest him, he was prepared. I lost good soldiers in the attempt. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Okay. Let's see. It's over, Sophia. Stand down. We're liberating Halcyon, and there's not a damn thing you can do to stop us. You sure love talking. Do you pay by the word? Okay. Maybe this one. You sure love talking. Do they pay you by the word?
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
But you saw potential in me. Can we hurry it along? I've got a call on you to save. Aw, stop. You're making me blush. You're all bluster and empty threats. Alright, well, gotta keep this one open. Aw, stop. You're making me blush.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
Let's talk about this. Don't test me, Sophia. It's bad for your health. You don't understand. Phineas is my friend. I'm not living without him. I don't enjoy the thought of killing you. There's been enough violence already. Well. I guess, guess I can deal with this one. You don't understand. Phineas is my friend. I'm not leaving without him.
Well, that's mostly correct. You're not leaving here at all. I take no pleasure in this, you know. I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain.
At this point, do I even want to come off as the coward? Do your worst, you psychopath.
If you insist. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
Oh, here we go. Well, I could have tried to talk my way out of this one. Oh, and there's the, level 25. I'm already 8. Can usually divides by 0. Of course. Can only go down. No way, I can probably just hide somewhere and snipe it. Guess this might be, I'm gonna say the final boss fight, right? Or it could be, I don't know. It certainly looks like it. On sight, though. Shoot on sight or swing a sword on sight? Okay. Let's see. And... Oh, great, guys. Don't go over there. You're gonna eat that. I don't think you're... Oh wow, that thing can jump as well. Okay. Nope. Nope. Her body. Oh. Took her out. Oh. No. It's just me and that thing. Reload. Let's go back this way. I must have got my time stop bar thing full. Oh, there we go. Okay, I should probably go for knockout shots. Okay, cripple, then go for a knockout. Oh. Oh, too close. Okay, don't know how much health it has. Gotta check. Jeez. Like a quarter of health. Did it crash? Yep. Oh, careful. Oh, it crashed again? Nope. But it is shooting. Oh. Cover a bit of health. Okay. Wait a moment. Oh. Focus. Oh, it crashed again. Oh, great. She sent drones already. Oh, great. Drones. Great. Except the robot wasn't enough. Oh! Great. Oh, these things are annoying. Might want to switch to a different weapon. Maybe something that requires energy cells. Great. Great. Gotta run. Those things gotta deal with that big robot. Oh, great. To run around. Great. Great. It's right behind me. I can exhaust all my health items if I don't do something. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Okay, hurry. Dodge. Dodge some more. Oh, jeez. Let's do a little damage to that thing. These drones. Not adding much to the boss fight, just making it more difficult for me to continue. Jeez, come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. One of them is about to go down. Great. Probably getting shot at. Nope. Oh, nope. Ah! God, I hate those drones. Oh, great. Just had to reload right there. Oh my god, those Drones! Oh, great. I almost had it. Here we go. Here come the stupid drones. They're going here now? Ah, great. Ah, great, great, great. Gotta wonder. Okay. Oh, great. Great. Sounds like you crashed into something. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm about to die. Never mind, that's a different sound right there. Great. Get a couple hits in there and run like hell. Oh jeez. This is just so annoying. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I really despise you. Might as well run laps. Great. No, that's stupid. That's suicide. Oh, get out of the way. Okay, come on. Think of something. Great. come on, one more. Oh, no. Great. Okay, come on. Just outrun them. Come on, you can do it. Get a bit of health. Oh. Okay, yep. That's suicidal. Or about as suicidal as I can get. Oh, God. I'm not trying to get myself killed. Oh, great. There we go. Keep running. He's close. Getting close to it. Still a little more. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, and that took care of all the drones as well. Fantastic. Okay, let's see. Hibernation key. Oh, wow, that was crazy. I don't think they even use a shotgun. Wow. Okay. Well, before I go forward, I might want to save. Maybe there might be one more fight. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Yeah, just might be dialogue. I don't think they want to dump me in with another boss, unless if it's one of those anticlimactic fights. I don't know, I guess I'll have to see first.
Why won't you just
Oh. Oops, couldn't see it right there. Oh, that was simple. Oh, wow. Oh, that was simple. You see why she needed the giant robot. Yep. Let's do this. Okay, now you gotta pull that. Oh.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Are you alright? What did they do to you? Are you kidding? The board never stood a chance against me. You know, I wouldn't let anything happen to you, Phineas. And do you have any idea how much trouble I went through to save you? I think I might want to go with this one. Do you have any idea how much trouble I went through to save you?
What? Break into the most heavily guarded facility in the most hostile world in Halcyon? No, I have absolutely no idea how you did it. You're a goddamn miracle worker. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
I don't like the sound of that at all. Great. And I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate. I'm really not in the mood for your theatrics, Phineas. I want to go with this one. Great. And I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
We have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started. Wait, hold on. I need to ask you something. Oh, well. No point in, well, what's the thing I'm trying to say? Like, I guess I've already made my choice. I gotta keep this going. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds. And then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Somebody has to run this colony. I'm the only competent person left. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists. I'm going to do what I've always done. Whatever I want, all the time. Maybe go with this one. You can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history.
And I
The
destroyed a
events of
town
Tartarus brought
in that
about the
place.
end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation.
Maybe I should have saved the town.
Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Junlei Tennyson fought to protect the Groundbreakers' independence. While the board's influence faded, mechanical difficulties forced her to rely on parts that only corporations could provide. The cost was high, and time would tell if Junlei could balance the work with her aspirations for a better future. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood.
What happened to the woman she was talking to?
While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remained broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you? The unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon.
Yeah, what about me?
Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
I guess that was it. Oh, yep. Now the credits, right? Oh, can I skip this one? Oh, yeah, and the credits was just the start screen or whatever. Start screen. Ooh, wow. I guess all in all, not a bad game. Am I about to say that about every game? I mean, if I can't sum it up properly or coherently, yeah, it wasn't bad for a first-person shooter with RPG-like mechanics. I mean, again, no third-person option right there like the Fallout games, but it doesn't have to be too much like Fallout. I mean, it kind of does have that similar story structure like Fallout, where I guess you're just a character waking up from a deep sleep or whatever. I want to think of maybe Fallout 3 and 4, I guess, for that. But that's about it. But it's set in space, not in a post-apocalyptic world. And there's probably still more I could have done in this game for the most part. Probably much more. I mean, like I said, there was still more there was still like a couple more planets I didn't even explore. And what else? Like, I keep forgetting about that, what the name of that, ability was called. Let's see. Oh, yeah. TTD, or Tactical Time Dilation. I guess, that's the thing you have to use in order to either scan your enemies or even just, slow down time for the most part when you're in combat. Which again, I guess is not like VATS, I guess, because you're just kind of not pausing time and picking up body parts, you're just slowing down time. What else? I mean, again, I can say that the story for this is much better as well. At least with the choices that you make, and in dialogue, and I guess in just and what else? Like in the quest lines as well. Like they have a huge effect on the ending, which is what I kind of noticed that Fallout 4 didn't have. Because I remember I kind of remembered New Vegas having a similar structure like that as well. Structure, or just a similar thing like that as well. In the choices that you made, or in some of the quests you took with your party members. Just how that affects the ending for the game overall. I mean, you can kind of call this, I think I would more or less call this like a spiritual successor to the Fallout games, or at least the new ones, I guess, like, that have come out over the years. Because, again, Obsidian Entertainment did have a hand in those as well, at least some of those. Well, not that I know. Maybe, I mean, I know Fallout New Vegas, but I know not Fallout 3 or 4. Whew. And again, there's probably still more to do in this game, which I haven't even done yet. But yeah, that was The Outer Worlds. A good first-person RPG game that's, I can honestly say, might give Fallout, the Fallout series a run for their money. But yeah, with nothing more to say, until next time.